Hi everybody, another Sunday. We just wanted to post a brief video today. We have got some more unseen footage of Charlotte, but I just wanted to remind people that actually tomorrow it's 17 months since she passed. Very long 17 months. It certainly doesn't get easier. I'm still up to the downs every morning, very early, because it's the only way that I can cope and get through the day. So I have a meltdown, and then once I've had my meltdown, it lets me focus on the rest of the day, and I just keep busy all the time. I find the more busy I am, then I tend to forget about things. So we have got some more unseen footage. The next video we do, probably we won't put any more unseen footage until the one after that, because we don't obviously want to put it all out in one go either, and there are some which are only about two or 3 minutes long, so we may have to try and sort of put that in a compilation. Yeah. So the auction, Miles, we were going to talk about.
Yes, we've got quite a few items that are being auctioned off, obviously in aid of the charity, and all that money will go directly to research. We've got sports memorabilia, particularly Arsenal sports memorabilia, so Arsenal fans or football fans in general will certainly enjoy that.
And that's very, very many thanks to Sophie.
Yep, massive thanks to Sophie.
Who's managed to get those bits and pieces for us. We've got a book as well by a well-known author which is signed, and we're hoping to get some other exciting pieces coming through. We're just waiting for confirmation of them. Cressy's in talks with somebody, but they're very, very popular items. Hoping to get 3 or 4, so we'll keep you posted on that. And apart from that, our house is just about finished, having been uproar for about 6-7 months now, so we're pleased just to finish it off finally. It's very different to when Charlotte was here, which is what we wanted, because we didn't want to move because I just felt that I'd be leaving her behind, but we just needed it completely different. So we used to have a bathroom, but we've taken the bath out now and put a shower in, mainly because I found it very, very difficult to have baths because of Charlotte's final few weeks. It was harrowing watching her in the bath, and it just, for me, brought back too many memories, and I could only, in fact, have a bath for about 2 or 3 minutes at the most, and I had to get out. So from that point of view, it's slightly easier. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed the unseen footage, and we will probably see you in about 3 weeks' time, hopefully, with some more news about what we're planning to do with the charity. Thank you for watching. Bye.
One last bit of shameless self-promotion before I sign off as well. I recently had an article published in a philosophy journal, and I was humbled enough to have the first ever award for the star paper in that journal. And it'd be really appreciated and supportive if you could just have a read of it and maybe share it on Facebook or Twitter. It's a really good journal. It's been put together by a team at Southampton University, and all the articles are highly interesting and informative, so I'll put that in the description as well. And now I shall say goodbye.
Bye.
Hi guys, I'm back today with a new video, and it's just going to be one of my... Hi guys, I'm back today with a new Cancer And video. If you didn't know what Cancer And is, it is a mini-series that I've started on my channel talking about my experience of having cancer and living with it, for example, cancer and food, cancer and being bald, etc. So today's subject is going to be cancer and being a teenager. So part of being a teenager, so I was diagnosed with cancer when I was just 16 years old. It was actually on the day of prom that I was diagnosed, which is kind of depressing. So I had just finished my exams, and then I was planning to go on to college. And yeah, so basically I had these like 3 months where I was free, didn't have to go to school, and it was going to be amazing, and I could like do what I want. Now, obviously that was all taken away from me, obviously that was all taken away from me after being diagnosed with cancer, and those 3 months turned into 2 years up until now. I'm still living with cancer, and I don't know how much longer I will be living with cancer. Hopefully soon I will be in remission, but you don't know. It's cancer and it's something that can go on forever. So yeah, back to being a teenager. So the first thing I want to say is that usually when you're a teenager, you start to experiment. It's the time in your life when you start to experiment with alcohol, smoking. You kind of get the gist, I suppose. Now, I have to say, when I was going through my... When I was first diagnosed, it was absolutely awful. I was in and out of hospital for, I would say, a good 7 months, and then things started to sort of calm down. But the first, I would say, 5 months were extremely intense, and my whole life just did a 360 and turned into hell. So yeah, I'm going to be honest, I would go onto Instagram and I would see people that I knew and basically them going to festivals or going on holiday, having a nice time when I was basically when basically my life was on the line. And I have to be honest, that was extremely difficult for me to deal with because I felt jealous. I questioned why it was me with the cancer. It was basically just really awful, to be honest. I've also found that there's some things that people do. I'm sure you guys can probably know what I'm talking about. People smoke certain things or take certain things. Now, first of all, that's incredibly stupid to do. But the thing with me is that it would be stupid for me to do it anyway, but it would be even more stupid for me to do it with cancer. So, like, even if I wanted to experiment with those certain things, it would just be the most stupid move I could possibly do. And I have to be honest that, like, sometimes So basically, my teenage years, were just not normal. They weren't what you're meant to do as a teenager, which is, go out, have fun, and, meet people, and go to university, have college. It's just, my life really has just been cancer. For the last nearly 2 years. And it is, people may wonder, like, how I felt and stuff. And as I said, like, I just felt really, really awful, upset, jealous, and kind of, like, I think I got, like, a little bit obsessed with this whole subject. Because I wanted to know what it was like to have that freedom, where I didn't have that freedom, and I was, stuck to a drip or something was being put into me or whatever, just being dosed up with drugs to the point where I can't even remember. And, that's not, nobody should have a life like that. But I have... I have been dealing with depression, and I'm sure that is no surprise to any of you, but this depression isn't about having cancer, it's about basically mourning the 2 years that I haven't had. I spoke to my counsellor, and she said that this is very normal, that actually you do mourn the time that you never had, and you sort of look back and think, well, I'm never going to be 16 again, and I'm never going to be 17 again. And it's really difficult. mean, my life until recently, very recently, has, been hospital and drugs, not those type of drugs. And, and it's just been an extremely painful experience. And especially, seeing people having fun. And as I said, the only word I can describe is being jealous. And I still am jealous because it was like today, we had to go up to the Marsden, the cancer hospital where I get my treatment, go and collect my chemotherapy. And, sometimes you just kind of feel like maybe I might want to go into town or something, or just do something different. But obviously I have to base my time around appointments and practical things like that. I don't really know where I'm going with this video, but I hope that the information that I have shared may have been helpful, may have maybe given you like an insight into my life and being a teenager. A lot of people say that I'm extremely mature, like for my age, and that's another thing. People say that I'm extremely mature for the age of 18, and that's the other thing. To be honest, I am, and I think since having cancer, my mindset is actually many years older than I actually am, and sometimes it can be like difficult to like connect with people, and I tend to get along with adults like a lot more. And please don't think that I'm saying that like in a pretentious way, or like, oh, all my friends are too immature or anything, because it's not like that at all. But I've just now found that actually sometimes it's kind of easier just for me to speak to people who are a little bit older. Oh, that sounds really bad, and it's not like that, but I just sometimes find it easier. But yeah, so basically, dealing with cancer at any age sucks, obviously. I would say, obviously, suffering with cancer at a young age has, been incredibly difficult, the same as it would be for an older person. But, especially as this is kind of like the limelight of your life, kind of, being a teenager and not really having much responsibility. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And, that time has kind of passed, and I hope that before I, need to start being mature and, thinking about practical things like what I want to do in life and things like that, it's just, I hope that I can get those 2 years back eventually. So I hope that this video has been useful and given you a bit of an insight into what it's like, and a bit more of an insight into me. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.